Please welcome the powerhouse of talent, Bhumi Pednekar. Bhumi, you look gorgeous. And everybody will go green with envy looking at how hot you're looking today.
But I want to ask somebody, no, I want to ask all of them something before we get into our conversation. ट्रेलर कैसा लगा? और आप बोलोगे मस्त. ट्रेलर कैसा लगा? मस्त.
Okay, fab. Bhumi, amazing. And you know, you've actually, before even our interactions, you've known Shashank
Yes.
from way back.
Yes.
You know, of course, every time we've met, we've always spoken about collaborating on something special. And when Govinda Naam Mera came to you, you took a beat, you took a moment, you took a day, and then you called and said, let's do it.
Yeah.
What does it feel like post the film now?
You know, as you rightly said, I took a day only because I needed some time to actually believe that Shashank has written this phenomenal film. I've been very fortunate to have great scripts come my way, but Govinda Naam Mera truly was something so disruptive, unique, so funny. I really wanted to do a comedy and a thriller, but here was this script with this fantastic cast. What an ensemble cast we have, where every character was done so much justice. It's so funny. It really keeps you guessing. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I was just so excited. And I really wanted to collaborate with you again. You know, as you rightly said, we've spoken about it so many times. And I just felt like, you know what? This is that film. And even personally as an actor, you're constantly looking for parts that kind of help you grow, you know, get out of your comfort zone. And playing Gauri definitely did that.
I mean, we don't want to say too much about
Yeah.
the character, but I have to say that Bhumi's portrayal of Gauri will keep you wanting for more. In fact, there's a spin-off there somewhere, but we don't know, or we can't tell you too much because there are twists and turns that actually every character comes with.
Absolutely.
But let's not reveal, let's not be the spoiler ourselves. Bhumi, as always, it has been a pleasure working with you on this film, and we hope that this collaboration extends to many more movies. Thank you so much. Love you. All right. She has literally been the most successful heroine of this year with 2 back-to-back commercial successes with Juk Juk Jio and Bhool Bhulaiya. This girl has literally also grown from strength to strength. From commercial cinema to hardcore performance films, she truly has become the darling of the nation. Please welcome the gorgeous and the very talented Kiara Advani. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. It feels amazing to be back here to meet all of you. I've missed Bombay actually. I've been out of Bombay shooting for Mumbai. I have missed Mumbai. I've been shooting for a very long time, but it just feels so good to be back here and to be launching a film that's so close to our heart. It's definitely emotional for me, overwhelming, because I think this is going to be the film for me that's going to end my year, and I couldn't have asked for a better film than Govinda Naam Mera. So thank you, Karan. Thank you, Disney Plus Hotstar. I've said hello to everyone, so I'm not going to pretend and say hi to you all again. We have done our hugs and kisses backstage. But thank you, Shashank. I have to thank you for this because he came to me with this script, I think 2 years ago. And we've had a journey since then. But just working with you and playing Sukku and being a part of this amazing cast and this amazing film is truly changed my life, and I'm sure they'll see it when they watch the film, but we've had such a fun time. I can't wait for you all to be entertained by it.
And also I have to say, where it comes to Kiara, Shashank, you have a tall order to live up to because Kiara and Dharma have been very lucky for each other. We started with Love Stories, we went on to Guilty, we then went on to Good News, Shersha, Juk Juk Jio, and now Govinda Naam Mera. So it's been 100% record, and we plan to keep it going. Thank you, my darling, and I look forward to seeing you soon again. But please take your seat. All right. All right. Okay. What a fantastic actor. Has kept the Josh going not only in cinema but also with his sheer personality, his aura, and his very being. Playing Govinda came to him very easily because his versatility comes first and everything else follows. A bona fide movie star and someone who you can also call a solid performer. Whether it's Masan or the magic of Uri, he has delivered on every single account. Please welcome the Govinda of Govinda Naam Mera, none other than Vicky Kaushal. Vicky, welcome.
Hello, Karan. Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for turning up. It's so good to see you all. But yeah, very excited for everything that's going to follow up.
All right, Vicky, what was your first reaction? I remember the moment you were hearing the screenplay of Govinda Naam Mera in our boardroom at Dharma Productions, and I left before, I heard what you had to say. And then subsequently, Shashank called, and within those 3 hours, he just said, he's on. I said, but he just heard the script. He said, yeah, he's on. So what was your reaction when you heard the film for the first time?
Firstly, before that boardroom meeting, narration that I had of Govinda Naam Mera, उससे 1 साल पहले मुझे शशांक ने बुलाया था फॉर अ स्मॉल मीटिंग वेर ही सेड मैं कुछ ना पागल लिख रहा हूँ और मैं सोच रहा हूँ तुझे लेके जब टाइम आएगा मैं बताऊंगा आई वाज लाइक ओके और इससे ज़्यादा मुझे कुछ नहीं बताया था शशांक ने एंड देन आई वेंट इनटू शूटिंग सरदार उधम एंड आई केम बैक एंड दैट्स व्हेन ही नरेटेड दिस फर्स्टली आई वाज हंग्री टू डू समथिंग अ फिल्म वेयर आई डिड नॉट हैव टू क्राई सो आई वाज
दुख तेरा खत्म ही नहीं
तो
होता।
इस फिल्म में साला ये दुख फाइनली खत्म हो गया तो आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी और मेरे लिए मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट वॉज बिकॉज जब भी आई यूज टू मीट माई मासीज चाचा जी इन पंजाब और एनी रिलेटिव एवरी फिल्म यूज टू कम एंड दे लाइक नहीं बहुत अच्छी एक्टिंग की है पर नाच गाना कब करेगा तू So finally that film came and me and Shashank we go way back to our theatre days actually. Shashank is also a tremendous actor himself. हमने and dancer हमने साथ में थिएटर किया है हमने नसीर साहब का एक प्ले करते थे हम साथ में where he used to act and he was the lead actor in that play और मुझे एक बहुत छोटा सा रोल मिलता था उसमें so तब से हमारी दोस्ती है and we've been wanting to collaborate as a director actor now and I'm so happy that he even thought of me for this part because मुझे पता नहीं था कि ऐसे भी मेरे बारे में सोचा जा सकता है so by his confidence and your confidence Karan I got the confidence to play Govinda.
Well, and fantastically so, as the trailer depicts. And I think the word chemistry is always used very loosely. Chemistry is really about the compatibility of artists coming together, their ability to perform scenes with absolute abandon. So there is terrific chemistry between Vicky, Bhumi and Kiara. And of course, all helmed by the captain of the ship. So it seemed when the film was being shot that it was like a breeze. It happened so fast and the results were overwhelming. So we're very excited for the 16th of December. Very excited to collaborate with you, Vicky, and we can't wait to do much more. Thank you and please take your seat.
Thank you Karan. I think that's mine.
Yes.
Naveen this side from E24 सबसे पहले congratulations for the entire team हम लोगों को ट्रेलर बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद आया आपको बैक स्टेज पे ही सीटियों और तालियों की आवाज़ मिल रही होगी तो एक्चुअली एंड भूमि इट वाज मस्त मेरा सवाल गौरव सर आपसे है हमने हॉटस्टार पे बहुत सारे आपके प्रोजेक्ट्स देखे हैं जैसे कि ह्यूमन हो गया या फिर क्रिमिनल जस्टिस हो गया बहुत सारे जो कि हटके हैं जो कि बहुत ही अलग से हैं क्या आप गोविंदा नाम मेरा के ज़रिए एक नए कैटेगरी में टैप इन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो क्या इसके ज़रिए कुछ नया हम देखने वाले हैं हॉटस्टार पे
जी बिल्कुल हमारी हमेशा उम्मीद रहती है कि हर कहानी के साथ हम अपने फैंस को सरप्राइज़ करें कुछ ऐसा कहें जो इससे पहले उन्होंने हमसे उम्मीद नहीं रखी होगी और शायद कुछ ऐसा ही करण और शशांक भी करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे जैसा कि आपको लगा हमारे पिछले शोज़ या फिल्मों से ये ट्रेलर थोड़ा हटके है बहुत अलग है मुझे बिल्कुल वही फीलिंग आई जब मैं धर्मा के ऑफिस गया और मैंने ये फिल्म देखी कि धर्मा ने ऐसी फिल्म बनाई वाह और शशांक ने ऐसी फिल्म बनाई क्योंकि शशांक की जो कहानियाँ हैं जिस तरह से इससे पहले उन्होंने कही हैं मैं उनकी फिल्मों का बहुत बड़ा फ़ैन हूँ और मुझे लगता है कि जिस तरह की प्रेम कहानियाँ वो कहते हैं जितना रियल वो इमोशन लेकर आते हैं वो बहुत खूबसूरत है और शायद ही कोई आज के माहौल में उतनी अच्छी प्रेम कहानियाँ कहता है जितना कि शशांक कहते हैं लेकिन इस बार वो जो कह रहे हैं प्रेम में बहुत सारे रंग मिले हुए हैं और बहुत सारे सरप्राइजेस भी, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको भी अच्छा लगेगा।
बिल्कुल सही, जैसा कि अपूर्वा सर ने कहा, वी ऑल आर वेटिंग फॉर दिस रोलर कोस्टर राइड। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू।
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Who do we have next? वहाँ पीछे कोई there.
Hi, this
Hi.
is Vinamra from First Post. Vicky sir, first question for you that as an actor you have always made choices that are different. But I feel even as an audience your choices of films have been different because whenever actors are asked about films that they were inspired by, they say DDLJ, Satya. You are the only actor who said international khiladi. So what is it about that movie that really inspired you or intrigued you while you were growing up?
See, I'll tell you very honestly, मेरी जिंदगी में ना इंग्लिश फिल्में बहुत लेट आई हैं। तो आई हैव ग्रोन अप टू अक्षय कुमार फिल्म्स, गोविंदा फिल्म्स एंड शाहरुख खान फिल्म्स, और वो भी थिएटर में भी जाना बहुत देर बाद शुरू किया था। आई रिमेंबर मेरी फर्स्ट फिल्म थिएटर में DDLJ थी। उससे पहले जो टीवी पे लग गई पिक्चर वही देखते थे हम। तो टीवी पे यही आती थी, इंटरनेशनल खिलाड़ी, खिलाड़ियों का खिलाड़ी, यही सब, तो हम इसी के फैन थे। So yeah, my first, probably that germ of becoming an actor was seeded in by these films only. And Govinda Naam Mera is another kind of a fragment of the same fabric. You know, it's like an ode to those pulpy films where murder भी है, पर comedy भी है, romance भी है, धोखा भी है, suspense भी है, thrill भी है, सब कुछ एक ही फिल्म में हमने पूरा डाल दिया है। And I'm like everybody is saying, I'm really grateful to Shashank to have come up with this concept and script, keeping it contemporary, but also giving a note to that pulpy Bollywood masala.
And Kiara, I wanted to ask you that you have been hailed as the golden girl of Bollywood because of back-to-back successes. So what do you have to say on that? And do you feel... Yeah.
Right now it's taboo, ma'am. Bhool Bhulaiya 2, Drishyam 2. She's taken it over. But thank you. That's all I have to say to that.
And do you feel Suku is going to be that one very credible addition to that list of characters that you have played?
I really hope so. My cast is saying 100%. I hope so. You all have to tell us when you watch the film now on the 16th.
Bhumi, towards your right. Nirali here from India today. Hi. Your character seems a lot different and fun from the roles that you have played before. I want to know how fun experience it. Yeah. I want to know how was your experience working on this character and how much fun did you have?
Well, as you can see, the amount of fun we all had was extremely high. You know, to start off with, a lot of it has come from Shashank. There were times when we were workshopping when Shashank would give me like the smallest nuances that added so much to Gauri. First of all, just playing this girl made me so uninhibited. I had so much fun. There were no layers. I didn't care. I went all out, and it is so liberating as an actor to be able to play a character that speaks their mind. You know, she's so straightforward. She's such a femme fatale. She's sexy. And for me, like, I've not played such a bold part ever in my life. And Shashank really kind of guided me through that. And the best thing is the comfort that I and Shashank have, because he was my senior in film school, and he was actually the first person that saw a performance of mine and told me that, you know, you have something in you, just be serious about what you're doing. He was very strict.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. My question is to Karanji.
Anji.
Yeah. Was there any scope for real Govinda ji in this film?
Sorry?
Was there any scope for Govinda ji, real Govinda, in this film to take him?
Not really. With great regard and respect to Govinda ji, who is, I would say, an iconic actor in cinema, all we borrowed was the name, perhaps. But there was no, it would have been, I think, beyond the madness that this film already has, it would have been a further stretch. But we do hope that we have his blessings because we are such big fans.
Hello, Divya here from India Forums. Vicky, I'm a very big fan of yours.
Thank you, Divya.
So my question is to, as you have already mentioned, this is kind of a genre-breaking film for you. So how is the whole process of learning and unlearning for Govinda been?
I had a lot of fun. मुझे बहुत मज़ा आया. Like I said, this was the film I was shooting after सरदार उधम, तो मैं बहुत खुश था. और रोज़ मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि अब मैं आता हूँ, काम करता हूँ और वो पार्टी की तरह होती थी और मैं घर चले जाता हूँ. मुझे एक भी दिन कोई सीरियस सीन नहीं करना था, कोई रोना धोना नहीं था. वी यूज्ड टू कम, वी यूज्ड टू इनफैक्ट जस्ट कीप वर्किंग कि अगर कोई स्क्रिप्ट पे कॉमेडी सीन है उसको और कैसे हम और कॉमेडी कर सकते हैं उसमें और क्या फन क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. एंड दैट इज ऑलवेज it's a very halka pulka nice way. And also one thing I'll tell you about Shashank is he's probably the most positive person I've met in my life. He's so centered, he's very clear, and हमेशा shooting भी जिस दिन टाइम पे खत्म होता था तो मुझे लगता था ज़्यादा शूटिंग कर लिया आज, क्योंकि ये 1-2 घंटे पहले ही शूटिंग भी निपटा देते हैं, इतने फास्ट हैं. सो द एनर्जी ओवरऑल ऑन सेट वाज अ लॉट ऑफ फन. जेन्युइनली मैंने कियारा के साथ भी पहले काम किया है फॉर करण's लव स्टोरीज. भूमि के साथ भूत में किया हुआ है. एंड द ensemble कास्ट दैट वी हैव, शयाजी शिंदे, रेणुका शहाने, विराज घिलानी, अमय वाघ, all these actors, they are just fantastic and just good human beings. So us coming together just created a very good energy on set, and I really enjoyed just filming Govinda Naam Mera.
विकी योर
हाँ जी.
राहुल हियर फ्रॉम द फिल्मी.
हाय राहुल.
मेरा सवाल आपसे ये था कि ट्रेलर तो आज आई है, लेकिन फिल्म की जो तबाही है इंटरनेट पे पोस्टर आने के बाद ही हो गई थी. क्योंकि आपके फीमेल फैंस के कमेंट्स हम पढ़ा मैंने, तो जल रहे थे सब. तो वो फैंस की बात है, क्योंकि पोस्टर ही कुछ इस टाइप का, फायर टाइप का है. लेकिन घर की बात करें तो कटरीना जी का क्या रिएक्शन था? क्यों उन्होंने खुद देखी या आपने दिखाई पोस्टर?
पोस्टर पे क्या रिएक्शन था?
हाँ.
वेरी गुड लव, ये रिएक्शन था. उनको पोस्टर बहुत पसंद आया एंड शी इज लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू दिस फिल्म, बिकॉज उनको पता है कि जब भी ये मैंने पूरा बताया कि मेरे लिए कितना फन प्रोसेस था, मैं उनके साथ बहुत शेयर किया करता था कि यार आज ये मज़ा आया, आज वो मज़ा आया. सो शी इज़ ऑल्सो लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू द फिल्म. उन्होंने ट्रेलर देखा नहीं था जब तक मैं घर से निकला था, क्योंकि तब तक मेरे पास ही नहीं आया था ट्रेलर. तो उन्होंने भी शायद अब देखा होगा, मैंने उनसे बात नहीं की है. आई विल आस्क हर कि उन्हें ट्रेलर कैसा लगा. बट शी इज़ लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू ऑल द क्रिएटिव्स दैट आर गोना कम एंड इवेंचुअली वॉच द फिल्म ऑल्सो.
करण सर, करण सर आपसे सवाल ये था कि फिल्म में एक्ट्रेस को 2 एक्ट्रेस ऑफर करना पहले से चलता आ रहा है. कुछ होता है. मैं शाहरुख सर को मिला था, फिर टाइगर श्रॉफ को स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 2 में, फिर अभी 2 हीरोइन ऑफर विकी कौशल को. एक्टर्स की एक्सपेक्टेशन आपसे,
विकी कौशल को, टाइगर श्रॉफ को, ये कोई थाली में नहीं आए थे
सर. एक्सपेक्टेशन एक्ट्रेस
कि
की
मैंने
आपसे बढ़
ऑफर
जाए
किया.
जी. तो एक्सपेक्टेशन आपसे बढ़ती जा रही है एक्ट्रेस की. क्या कभी किसी एक्ट्रेस ने आपको अप्रोच किया मुझे भी 2 हीरोइन ऑफर हो?
देखिए, पहले मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि इट्स द एज ऑफ द एक्टर, इट्स नॉट द एज ऑफ द स्टार, मेल और फीमेल. आई थिंक ये सारा जो हमारे है कि हीरो को 2 हीरोइंस मिली है, बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. इट्स अबाउट अ फिल्म अबाउट 3 आर्टिस्ट हु हैव ग्रेट पार्ट्स. और आई थिंक कोई किसी को मिलता नहीं. वो हर एक जो है वो अपने दम से यहाँ है इस इंडस्ट्री में. और ये 2 हमारे साथ जो अभिनेता, दोनों जो एक्ट्रेसेस हैं, द फिल्म वॉज कंप्लीट ओनली विथ ऑल 3 ऑफ देम. ऐसा नहीं था कि क्योंकि गोविंदा नाम मेरा है दैट इट्स ऑल अबाउट गोविंदा. जब आप पिक्चर देखोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा दैट द फिल्म बिलोंग्स टू ऑल 3 ऑफ देम. like the way it has unfolded, the way, so I feel like ये जो हमेशा बोला जाता है 2 एक्ट्रेसेस साथ काम नहीं करेंगे या 2 एक्टर्स नहीं आएंगे, ये सारी चीज़ें हम ही बनाते हैं, हम ही सुनते हैं और हम ही बात बिगाड़ते हैं. बहुत सारे ऐसे मौके हैं जहाँ बहुत सारे कलाकार एक साथ काम कर चुके हैं और हमारी यही तहे दिल से आशा है कि ये होते जाए. हमारी दूसरी आशा ये है कि ऐसे सवाल ना पूछे जाए.
करण, हाय विभाइया, आपसे दोनों से ये सवाल है, गौरव आपसे और करण आपसे. गोइंग बाय द सीटियाँ जो यहाँ पे बज रही थी, एनी सेकंड थॉट्स कि इसको सिनेमा हॉल ही लेके जाएं या साइमल्टेनियसली दोनों सिनेमा हॉल और OTT पे साथ में हो, क्योंकि इतनी सीटियाँ घर पे आप कहाँ पे देख पाएंगे?
वापस लेनी है
जी. हम हमेशा जानते थे दैट द फिल्म, और ये बात आई थिंक ये डिवाइड हमने खुद कर लिया है समटाइम्स, कि कमर्शियल फिल्में थिएट्रिकल होती हैं और जो ऑल्टरनेट फिल्में हैं जो स्लाइटली ऑफ द कफ होती हैं वो डिजिटल के लिए। लेकिन आई थिंक हमने सोचा कि सबसे वाइड प्लेटफॉर्म डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार है। इनफैक्ट जितने घरों तक उनका रीच है उतने सिनेमा हॉल्स नहीं है हमारे देश में। तो आई रियली बिलीव कि ये मेन स्ट्रीम मसाला ट्विस्टेड एंटरटेनर को बहुत खूबसूरत घर मिला है। तो देयर आर नो सेकंड थॉट्स। इनफैक्ट हम चाहते हैं कि वो सीटियां और वो जो ताली की गूंज हम तक जरूर पहुंच जाएगी, हम ये दावे के साथ कह सकते हैं।
Karan, this is Rajiv here. On your right, Rajiv Vijayakar. Here, on your
Yes,
right.
yes, Rajiv.
Yeah. See, you have from one film every 3 years or so, you have come to the time when you are making multiple projects for web as well as movies. And you just said that, you know, Shashank offered something new for the Dharma stable. Now, when anything new like this comes, what is your first emotion? And do you go hunting for it or does it come to you most of the time?
In fact, Rajiv, anything new rarely comes to me because everyone has their own perception of what we make. उन्होंने खुद बना दिया कि Dharma will only make a certain, and no matter how much we have broken that myth with our films, every time we've made a different film, हमें गला फाड़ फाड़ के ये कहना है कि हमने कुछ अलग किया है, वो हमें credit बिल्कुल नहीं मिलता. You know, while we'll make a massive mainstream Brahmastra, we've also made Kapoor and Sons. You know, and this is just one example I'm giving you. बहुत सारी ऐसी फिल्में हमने बनाई हैं. While I have directed कभी खुशी कभी गम, I also made My Name is Khan. लेकिन हमेशा मुझसे ये भी पूछा जाता है कि आप कुछ अलग कब करोगे? आप कितना बनाए अलग? इससे ज़्यादा होगा भी नहीं. ये बहुत अलग है और हम बहुत proud है कि अलग है. And I'm always looking for just good stories. And whenever that comes on my table, I'm excited. And this is for everyone to know that we're always looking for great content. It doesn't matter, you know, what the genre is or what the syntax of the film is.
Is it exceptionally, delightful when something like this comes or something different
Absolutely,
comes?
especially from a filmmaker like Shashank Khaitan, whose repertoire of work has been completely different from actually the tone of this film. I think it speaks volumes of his versatility. So I was like, Shashank, when did you write this? So he was like, I just wrote it. I said, is this some? I told him, I said, आप मुझे बता सकते हो, you know, ये कहीं से लिया है क्या? So he's like, नहीं original है. ऐसे कोई वर्ड सिनेमा का, कई और लैंग्वेज का, अभी बता दो वरना लीगल प्रॉब्लम्स होंगे. He is like, नहीं बिल्कुल ओरिजिनल है. And I took a beat and I'm like, my God, such a good storyteller can actually show such complete versatility, and I think that's what's great about him.
Hi, Shashank.
Can I just respond to Vibha's question since she asked me to? I think just one thing I would like to add to what Karan said, and I think he gave a lovely answer. There is a really strong perception in our country that streaming is niche, that it is only intended to work for a very small part of our audience, which is in big cities and people with a lot of disposable income. Honestly, we are here to change that and do everything that we can do from a content perspective as well to make streaming mainstream, right? That the entire country, in the same way that cinema is mainstream, in the same way that television is mainstream, streaming can also be. So a lot of what we are doing with our content strategy, Vibha, is to make choices which a large part of this country can enjoy. And I think we started in that direction. We were the first streamer that grew because we had a lot of cricket, right? We have added to that now by having really, really popular films and shows that have a really wide audience as well. So I think everything that we are trying to do, we want it to be high quality and we want it to be for a very large number of people. Sometimes we succeed, sometimes we don't. That's part of the business. But our intent is not to create small niche pieces of content which very, very few people can enjoy. Our intent is to create something that all of India can enjoy.
Great. Thank you, Gaurav. There was a question coming in for Shashank.
Shashank,
So, yeah.
here. Just now Karan said that you're an exceptional storyteller, which is amazing, which is true. But one thing that really connects with the audience is that you have an amazing understanding of the audience pulse today, with your films especially, and the way they work. I am a 90s kid. Most of us here would be 80s and 90s kid. And I feel that this is that film which we would love to watch. You know, those masala movies which we have grown up watching. How did that idea come from? Because I have another question, but there was a loot case that happened which we loved, you know. There was an Andhadhun which we loved. There's a murder mystery in Hollywood which I loved, like Murder Mystery the movie, these are comedy thrillers, quirky thrillers. How did this idea come in place, and did you ever feel the pressure कि you have to deliver because people think that you have the audience pulse?
Thank you for the question. First of all, I don't focus on results. I just focus on the process. I write because it gives me a lot of happiness. I write every day of my life. And I think we oftentimes get too caught up in कि ये hit होगी कि flop होगी. I think we are creative people. Our job is to create. I think our job is to also take some chances. शायद अच्छी नहीं बने या शायद लोगों को पसंद ना आए. But I think that's what will give us growth. So I don't think of that. And yes, I'm a 90s kid as well. I mean, I've seen the cinema. We were just joking backstage कि करण आपकी फिल्में देख के हम बड़े हुए हैं. So, and it's not ageist Karan. So, but that's the truth, you know. And Karan said कि तुमने ये world cinema देख के copy किया है क्या? I said हमने कोई world cinema देखा ही नहीं है. मतलब जब मैं पहली बार film school में गया था, तो मुझे लोग पूछ रहे थे आपने Godfather देखी और मैं सबको झूठ बोल रहा था. I said हाँ. और मैं सबसे सीख के फिर break में बोलता था या Corleone या correct. तो my exposure to world cinema happened only in film school. उसके पहले हम लोग सिर्फ हिंदी फिल्में देखते थे और शायद इसके लिए मुझे जॉनर समझ में नहीं आते हैं because they were a mix of genres. There was just like everything came together and it gave you a holistic experience. मैंने वही try किया and I actually don't overthink anything. मेरे को अगर एक character पसंद आ गया या एक story पसंद आ गई, I write it and I actually when I look at other people's work, आपने अंधाधुन की बात की और आपने लूटकेस की बात की and films of this nature, जब मैं कोई भी इंस्पायरिंग फिल्म देखता हूँ कि यार क्या कमाल की बनाई है, मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि क्या मैं कुछ लिख सकता हूँ. Because I don't want to be a limited filmmaker. I don't want to just make a particular genre. मैं चाहता हूँ कि भले ही work हो नहीं हो, I keep pushing myself to do better work, and this is just an attempt to do that.
We have, after Anand's question, we have just 2 last questions, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, please go ahead.
Apurva, I also want to ask you that this is Dharma's foray into the genre, basically the comedy thriller genre. And it's lovely that you guys are trying out this because you are partnering with somebody who has actually delivered an Andhadhun and somebody who's delivered a loot case. So do you feel that this is a collaborative partnership that has worked well for the film as well?
Absolutely. I think we've had we've had a very great run with both these amazing studios. I think Viacom, we've done 3 films with them recently. We've done a lot of work with Hotstar. So I think and I think all the good luck is definitely going to rub onto us.
Okay, I have no questions, but I have to tell you that Vicky, Ki and Bhumi, I loved what we saw in the trailer. It was fab.
Hey guys.
Thank you, Nayan. Thank you.
Hey guys, here.
Hi.
Hi. For all 3 of y'all, and like Nayan said, you know, amazing trailer. All 3 of y'all have a very different style of dialogues in the film. So if we can have each one of you say your favorite line from the film in your style. Go for it, guys.
उसके लिए अच्छा ए बेकार नहीं हूँ मैं कोरियोग्राफर हूँ
हमको सब आता है लॉकिंग पॉपिंग जैज हिप हॉप सालसा सब कुछ आता है हम लोग को देखने का है तो 16 दिसंबर को आ रहा है ना 16 दिसंबर को देख लेना
ए तेरे गर्लफ्रेंड के आगे ना तेरा इज्जत जमा देगी मैं समझा
All right, thank you so much for that.
Ajit Andhare, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just now, Karan said the collaboration, your collaboration, Hotstar, Disney, Hotstar, and Dharma collaboration has always seen ups. What is the success mantra?
Look, yes, first of all, it has seen ups because Gehraiya made a huge impact on Amazon. Jug Jug, of course, received a lot of love, appreciation, numbers in theatre. And on this one, and there were some questions around this, I think this was a script that when I discussed initially with Karan, we were clear that we will go digital on this, and that's where this film is going to really find its maximum audience, So I think it's a DNA which is the same passion for storytelling, which is the same sort of mindset which is looking to do different things. We do a massive repertoire of films, It's hard to put, let's say, Andhadhun, Drishyam, Oh My God, or, Bhag Milkha together. So I think as a studio, that's what Dharma also does, if you see the range of films they do. And I think it's this range and the quest for kind of finding, new stories to tell which kind of binds us together. I think that's really what it is, and I hope this continues and the up remains an up and goes further from here.
Kiara, my question to you is, Karan also called you the darling of the world. How do you like the tag? And you...
I said darling of the nation.
Nation,
Let's
sorry.
not push it.
Nation, sorry.
I love the tag.
Darling of the nation. And all his films, you know, your association with in his films have brought success. So can we call you the blue-eyed girl of Dharma?
You know, truly, ma'am, I mean, Karan hasn't launched me per se in the movies. My first film wasn't a Dharma film. But every film after that I've done, which has been a Dharma film, starting from Love Stories to Guilty, to Jug Jug, Sher Shah, Good News, I think my most unique characters and my most loved films have been with Dharma, with Karan. And I've been truly, truly blessed to have worked with such wonderful filmmakers and such a wonderful team under his guidance and with him in Love Stories, that this bond is truly special for me. It's always going to be. And thank you, Karan. I really hope that, like you said, Govinda Naam Mera is yet another extraordinary film that we make together that's going to be loved by all.
Blue-eyed girl of Dharma. Well, we have both with the same name who are blue-eyed girls of Dharma, supposedly. But that's just an inside statement no one's going to get. But Kiara, it truly has been amazing. And I think we keep talking about it and we feel like now we have to keep going now. We haven't got a film together as of now. So I think right after this, we need to speak about that. Yeah.
We'll be chatting back.
Yeah, right. I'll make sure I've got the contract with me. Abhi tak, immediately sign, yeah. Before somebody else grabs the darling of the nation. Hanji. Yes.
There's a keyhole in O. Who has the chabi of it?
शशांक ऑडियंस की चाबी हमेशा डायरेक्टर के पास होती है अभी दिल की चाबी तो बाद में बात करेंगे that was our last question and thank you ladies and gentlemen for being such a fantastic audience as well as engaging us with conversation